Innovating Education Learning World in association with WISE, an initiative of Qatar Foundation.
Recovering from the trauma of a natural disaster is not only about rebuilding homes and schools, but also rebuilding broken lives and healing traumatized souls. So-called emergency education can be one of the most effective means to help children who survived a natural disaster return to normality. In Haiti, 1 year on, most of the schools are still emerging from the rubble of the devastating earthquake. More than 200,000 people were killed. Renan counts herself lucky to be alive. She lost her leg, but she didn't lose hope. And all it's down to the support of her family and NGO Handicap International. Let's start with this report from Haiti.
Last January's earthquake in Haiti killed 200,000 people and left nearly 1.5 million homeless. Around 60% of the schools were also destroyed. But reconstruction efforts meant that almost all the children in Haiti were able to go back to school last September, even though many classes were taught under canvas. But the main task facing teachers was reassuring deeply traumatized children.
If we aren't relaxed, if we're not calm, if we're sorry for ourselves, the children will have problems too.
In the current situation, there's a high risk of absenteeism in Haiti. But some children are overcoming extraordinary problems. 9-year-old Renan lost her leg as a result of the earthquake. But with the help of her family and the charity Handicap International, Renan has picked up the threads of her normal life alongside her twin sister.
Education is a right for all children. It's the parents' duty to send their children to school, otherwise they'll have problems. But it's very difficult at the moment.
The twins go to school from 6:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Only 15% of schools are state-run in Haiti. All the rest are private and therefore expensive. Child education benefits are not enough to cover the cost of fees, books and transport. After the earthquake, Renan was reluctant to go to school.
One day she came, but the next day she said she didn't want to come back. I asked why, and she said, the others wear skirts, but I wear trousers. It was true, so I asked all the other parents to dress their daughters in trousers too.
Renan's parents haven't paid her school fees since she went back. The school is giving them credit. But for how long?
Ces photographies montrent des paysages différents, d'un côté des paysages naturels où la plante pousse seule, de l'autre des paysages humanisés où l'on retrouve le travail des hommes. Fini.
Hardship can also bring with it opportunities for education. Opportunities like those offered by the temporary learning centers in Jafarabad, Pakistan. There, over 1,300 children who survived the devastating floods are now benefiting from education. For some of the youngsters, it's their first ever chance to learn.
When this area of Pakistan was flooded, thousands of families lost their homes and livelihoods and ended up in temporary accommodation centres. UNICEF and other charities have helped establish temporary learning centres here. 8-year-old Reshma is one of the pupils at this centre, and it's her first taste of formal education.
Our house, village and all belongings have been lost in the floods and we're very sad. We've come to this camp and our children are happily studying here. The rest we can withstand.
Nadia is one of the teachers at the camp. Her own plans for further studies were disrupted by the floods.
I have 103 students studying Urdu, English and maths. They're eager to learn. Seeing other children studying attracts other children into education for the first time in their lives.
Families like Reshma's could hardly have imagined that the disaster of the floods could result in new opportunities for education.
A teacher in Thailand is encouraging her pupils to express their memories of the tsunami disaster through art. It's one way of helping her young pupils come to terms with the tragedy in 2004. She's also facing worries about the reliability of the coastal tsunami early warning system. This tale from Thailand.
This school on the island of Phuket in southern Thailand was largely unscathed by the tsunami. And most of these children were very young when the disaster struck 6 years ago. So the art teacher has asked them to draw pictures of their memories.
We talk about the tsunami in the classroom with my teacher and friends because people say the tsunami may come again this year. If the tsunami alarm goes off, we need to get to a high place. And if I see younger children first, I'll help them to get to a high place.
2 children from this school died in the tsunami, and many others lost a family member or a friend.
Some students are still scared. When they see news about the weather around here, if they talk about bad weather or earthquakes, the parents get scared and don't send their children to school. In November and December, we do more training. And at other times, when there's news about earthquakes and bad weather, we do even more training.
Rebuilding hotels on the beach here is illegal because of the tsunami risk. But despite the tsunami hazard zone signs, the school hasn't been moved from the most dangerous location in the village.
If you have enjoyed our program and you would like to watch it or any other episodes again, you can find us online at euronews.net/learningworld. And don't forget, we will be back next week with more inspiring stories from the world of education.
Learning World in association with WISE, an initiative of Qatar Foundation.